Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learner Podcast. I'm Anna, and today we're talking about improving your sentence building, because building sentences is the moment when English really comes alive.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom, and before we begin, don't forget to subscribe so you can keep improving your English with us step by step, because sentence building gets easier when you practice a little bit every day.
A lot of learners tell me they understand English when they read or listen, but when they speak, the sentence just doesn't come out.
Yes, the words are there in the brain, but they don't want to line up properly.
And that can be very frustrating, especially when you know what you want to say.
The good news is that sentence building is a skill, not a talent.
Exactly, and like any skill, it improves with small, repeated practice.
One thing learners often do is try to build long sentences too quickly.
And that usually makes them stop completely.
So it's much better to start small and let the sentence grow naturally.
Simple sentences like, I like it, or I don't understand, are extremely powerful.
They help you communicate clearly, and clarity is more important than complexity.
One activity I enjoy is starting with one tiny sentence and slowly adding details.
For example, I eat, then I eat rice, then I eat rice in the morning.
And suddenly you have a natural sentence without stress.
Another activity is repeating the same structure with different words.
Like saying, I like music, then I like movies, then I like English.
This teaches your brain patterns instead of single sentences.
Patterns are the key to fluent sentence building.
You don't need thousands of sentence types, just a few patterns used again and again.
Another helpful habit is speaking in full sentences, even when the answer is short.
Instead of yes, say, yes I do, or yes I like it.
It feels small, but it trains your brain every time.
You can practice sentence building by talking about what you see around you.
Like, the room is quiet, or the light is bright.
These simple observations build confidence.
I also recommend talking about your daily routine.
I wake up early. I have breakfast. I go to work or school.
Daily life sentences are easy because they're real.
Another activity is answering imaginary questions.
Yes, like asking yourself, what am I doing now?
And answering, I'm listening to a podcast.
That's sentence building in real time.
You can also practice by finishing sentences.
Like starting with, today I feel, and completing it naturally.
This helps you start sentences more confidently.
Another helpful habit is speaking out loud, not only in your head.
Speaking uses a different part of the brain.
And it makes sentence building faster over time.
Even talking to yourself is completely okay.
Most language learners do it, even if they don't admit it.
Another activity is fixing your own sentences gently.
You say something, pause, and try again in a clearer way.
Like, yesterday go market, to, yesterday I went to the market.
That small correction is powerful learning.
You can also practice sentence building by retelling small moments.
What you ate, where you went, who you talked to.
Short stories use natural sentences.
Another idea is copying sentence models from things you read or hear.
Not copying everything, just one sentence you like.
Then change it to fit your own life.
That's how natural sentence building grows.
And remember, your sentences don't need to be perfect.
They just need to be understandable.
Fluency comes from many simple sentences, not a few perfect ones.
So while you're listening right now, try building one simple sentence in your head.
Something real and easy.
That's exactly how sentence building improves, one small step at a time.
Let's stay with this a little longer, because this stage is where many learners suddenly feel their sentences becoming more natural and less stressful.
Yes, this is the point where you stop translating every word in your head and start thinking in small English chunks.
One activity that really helps is repeating common sentence frames again and again.
Frames like I want to, I need to, I'm trying to, or I decided to.
These frames give your brain a starting point, so you're not building sentences from zero.
Another useful habit is finishing sentences when you hear them.
Yes, like when you hear, I think that, you pause and complete it with your own idea.
That trains quick sentence building.
Another activity is comparing two things.
Simple comparisons like this is easier than that, or I prefer this because,
Comparisons are very common in daily conversations.
and they help you connect ideas smoothly.
You can also practice sentence building by giving simple reasons.
Adding because makes your sentence sound complete.
I'm tired because I studied late.
Short, clear, and natural.
Another helpful habit is talking about plans.
Today, I'm going to practice writing, or tomorrow, I will read an English article.
Talking about the future is great sentence practice.
You can also practice sentence building by reacting emotionally.
Like, that makes me happy, or this makes me nervous.
Emotional reactions make sentences feel human.
Another activity is turning statements into questions.
For example, you like coffee becomes, do you like coffee?
This helps you understand sentence structure deeply.
You can also practice sentence building by giving opinions.
I think this is useful, or in my opinion, this is difficult.
Opinions push you to organize thoughts clearly.
Another habit is speaking your thoughts slowly as they happen.
Even something simple like, I'm thinking about what to say.
That's still sentence building.
Another activity is rewriting short sentences in different ways.
Like changing I learn English to I'm learning English now.
That builds flexibility.
You can also practice by answering imaginary interviews
Ask yourself questions like, why are you learning English?
and answer with a full sentence.
This is great practice for real conversations.
Another activity is listening and copying rhythm.
Not just the words, but the flow of the sentence.
Rhythm helps sentences sound natural.
Another thing learners forget is it's okay to repeat yourself.
Repetition is part of learning.
You don't need new sentences every time.
Using the same structure again builds confidence.
Another habit is ending your sentence clearly.
Many learners stop halfway because they feel unsure.
Finishing the sentence, even simply, is important.
You can also practice sentence building by telling short stories.
1 or 2 sentences about something that happened.
Like, I went to the market and bought fruit.
That's real sentence building.
Another activity is describing problems and solutions.
I didn't understand, so I asked again.
Very common in real life.
Another habit is practicing with a calm mindset.
Stress blocks sentence building.
Calm thinking helps words come out.
And remember, your goal is not to sound perfect.
Your goal is to express your idea.
When people understand you, your sentence works.
And with practice, sentences start forming faster and more naturally without forcing them.
And something else that really helps sentence building is talking about feelings, because feelings naturally push you to explain more.
Yes, instead of only saying, I'm happy, you can say, I'm happy because I finished my work early.
Or, I'm nervous because tomorrow is my English test.
These kinds of sentences appear in daily conversations all the time.
Another activity is comparing things.
Comparing forces you to organize ideas clearly.
For example, online learning is convenient, but face-to-face classes feel more personal.
That sentence already sounds very natural.
You can also practice by answering why questions.
Why do you like English?
I like English because it helps me communicate with people from different countries.
Why do you want to improve your sentence building?
Because I want to speak more confidently.
These answers train your brain to connect cause and result.
Another useful activity is telling short stories about small moments.
Not big stories, just simple ones.
Like, this morning I woke up late, so I skipped breakfast and rushed to school.
That's a perfect example of natural sentence flow.
You can also practice by guessing or predicting.
I think it will rain later. Or, I think this lesson will be useful.
Guessing sentences are very common in conversation.
Another activity is explaining preferences.
I prefer studying at night because it's quieter.
Or, I prefer listening to podcasts because I can relax.
Preferences help you express personality through sentences.
You can also practice sentence building by retelling information.
Like explaining something you just learned to a friend.
Teaching someone else is powerful practice.
Another simple habit is adding time expressions.
Words like today, yesterday, usually, and sometimes.
They make sentences clearer and more complete.
For example, I usually practice English in the evening.
You can also practice by describing problems.
I couldn't understand the audio because it was too fast.
Problem sentences are very useful in real life.
Another activity is talking about goals.
My goal is to speak English fluently, or I want to write better sentences.
Goals naturally push you to explain and expand.
You can also practice by reacting to opinions.
I understand your point, but I think differently.
This helps you stay polite and clear.
Another habit is using examples in your sentences.
I enjoy reading, for example, short stories and articles.
Examples make your sentences stronger.
You can also practice by imagining conversations in your head.
That's something many learners do naturally.
You imagine someone asking you a question.
And you answer in full sentences in your mind.
This trains sentence building even when you're alone.
Another activity is summarizing your thoughts before speaking.
Just a quick pause to think about the sentence structure.
That pause is not a mistake.
It's a tool.
Another habit is repeating good sentences you hear.
Repetition helps your brain store natural patterns.
Over time, those patterns come out automatically.
And that's when sentence building starts to feel easy.
You stop translating word by word.
And you start expressing ideas smoothly.
That confidence changes how you speak.
And it prepares you for longer conversations.
Now that we've gone through so many activities and strategies to improve your sentence building, it's important to remember that all of these small exercises add up, and over time, they make a huge difference in how naturally you speak and write in English.
Absolutely, Tom. One of the most exciting things about practicing sentence building is that you start noticing improvements almost immediately. Even if it's just forming a complete sentence without stopping, it's a step forward.
And that's why it's so important to keep practicing daily, even for just a few minutes, using the small sentence patterns, expanding them, connecting ideas, describing your day, your feelings, or your goals. All of this helps your brain get used to thinking in English naturally.
Another key part is repeating sentences you hear from podcasts, videos, or books. This repetition doesn't just help with vocabulary, it helps you internalize natural sentence structures, rhythm, and word order.
Yes, and while practicing, don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are actually a sign that your brain is actively learning and experimenting with English. Every small correction you make strengthens your understanding.
And when you build longer sentences, try linking simple ideas together. Use connectors like and, but, so, because, or then. Even adding just one connecting word makes your sentences much smoother.
For example, you can start with, I woke up early, then add, I woke up early, but I was still tired, and finally, I woke up early, but I was still tired, so I decided to drink coffee first.
Small steps like this teach your brain how sentences grow naturally, and soon connecting ideas becomes automatic.
Another activity is describing things you see or do throughout the day. It could be something simple like, the weather is sunny today, or I made breakfast and listened to English music.
You can also talk about what you feel, your reactions, or your opinions. Sentences like, I feel excited because I learned a new word, or I think this lesson is very helpful, are simple but very effective.
And don't forget imagined conversations. Pretend someone is asking you a question and answer in full sentences. For example, what do you usually do in the morning? I usually wake up, drink coffee, and practice English for 30 minutes.
Another excellent activity is summarizing short stories, videos, or even your day in 1 or 2 sentences. It forces your brain to organize ideas quickly and clearly.
And when you tell a short story, try to add small details step by step. I went to the store. Then, I went to the store and bought fruit. And finally, I went to the store, bought fruit, and saw my friend on the way home.
Exactly. This small expansion makes sentences feel more natural and expressive.
Also, practicing questions and answers is important. Instead of just yes or no, respond in full sentences. For example, do you like studying English? Yes, I like studying English because it helps me communicate with more people.
Another tip is speaking about preferences and comparisons. I prefer studying at night because it's quiet, or I like reading more than watching videos because I remember better when I read.
Giving reasons and using time expressions like today, yesterday, last week, and every day also make sentences more complete and real.
And you can practice describing small problems and solutions. For example, I couldn't understand the audio at first, so I listened again slowly. This mirrors real-life conversations perfectly.
Another activity is storytelling with feelings. I was nervous during the test, but I stayed calm and finished on time.
All these activities not only help you form sentences, but also train your brain to think in English naturally without translating from your native language.
And one of the best parts is noticing small improvements every day. Even forming a complete sentence with a connector or explaining a reason is progress.
Exactly. Every time you practice, you're reinforcing the natural flow of English in your mind.
So, to all our listeners, keep practicing, repeat sentences, describe daily routines, talk about feelings and opinions, link ideas, summarize stories, answer questions, and imagine conversations. Every small step counts.
And if you enjoyed this episode and want more practical English exercises, don't forget to subscribe to improve your English with us, share it with your friends who want to learn, like the video to support our podcast, and feel free to comment if you have any questions or tips to share.
We love hearing from you, and your comments inspire us to create more content to help you practice English in fun and effective ways.
Keep building sentences every day. Stay patient, enjoy the process, and soon you'll notice your English becoming clearer, smoother, and much more confident.
Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode with even more activities, tips, and ideas to help you improve your English naturally and effectively.